to be an actor in Hollywood.
ハリウッド女優になりますよ。
And you're so hungry, but you have to wait for everyone to eat.
Yeah.
And you're like, itadakimasu. But sometimes it's like, 早もん勝ち.
早いもん勝ち。
Yeah.
Sometimes 早いもん勝ち。いらっしゃいませ。サワディーカー。
サワディーカー。
チッサーです。本日はね、スペシャルゲストを呼んでおります。日本人の女の子で今タイに住んでいます。なのでね、日本やタイについてどう思うのか、あとはね、学校の違いなどについてね、聞いていけたら面白いかなと思っています。ちょっとインターナショナル人材のためね、今日は頑張って、私がね、頑張って英語でやっていきたいと思います。So today we have a special guest. So she's a Japanese living Bangkok, Thailand. So please welcome Momoka.
Thank you.
明るい。Okay, so I'm gonna ask about yourself and your life in Thailand and Japan. Okay? Okay, so let's get started. So how old are you right now?
I'm 10 and turning 11 this year.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
I'm in year 6, so then grade 5.
Grade 5. And now you're going to international school in Bangkok?
Yeah, in Bangkok.
Okay. And do they teach like Thai, the language at your school?
They don't teach the language, but they teach the culture.
Oh, culture. Like what, for example?
Like what the markets are in Thai and like how rich people live and how poor people live, but it's still a mixture. And like the plastic pollution in Thai or like what we eat and like how we live our lives.
Okay, nice. Any Thai words that you know or you use often?
I use สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
and ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
and like when I'm in the taxi like ตรงไป
ตรงไปまっすぐね
and then like teeny like here.
Teeny here? Yeah, great.
And then my coach says to me like เร็ว
เร็ว
yeah, that's about
Hurry
it
up.
that I know.
Okay, nice. And how many like Japanese friends like in your grade or like in your classroom?
My classroom, I'm the only Japanese
Oh,
girl,
wow.
and then like there's one girl who's like half Japanese and 2 other boys who are like half Japanese.
So just a few Japanese.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah.
And most of your friends, the students here are like Thai or
Westerners.
Westerners.
Yeah.
Most of the students are Westerner, and then some Japanese.
Yeah,
a bit,
just a bit.
Just
yeah,
a bit.
Just a bit.
Thai and Japanese. How long have you been in Thailand?
This is my 5th year now.
5th year?
Yeah.
Okay. So before you came to Thailand, where did you live?
Singapore for 2 years,
Singapore
and
2
then
years.
before that, Japan for 4 years.
4 years. And what do you like about Thailand?
I like that there's like so many places to go that are like so attractive, like bounce and like gymnasiums and like running around places or like a place where you can do a lot of exercises and like rock climbing and it's like very fun.
Okay. So you're like kind of active girl.
Active.
Then what is the most surprising thing that since you're like, coming to Thailand?
Japan and Singapore were like the streets are so wide and clean. And
Yeah,
then
easy to
here,
walk,
it's
yeah.
like so bumpy and like sometimes it's smelly or like it's messy and there's like cockroaches and mouse
Yeah, it's so
around.
scary.
And like it's very dangerous. So that I was like when I was moved here, I was like, whoa.
Whoa. Like you need to be careful. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. So before COVID, so you often like go to Japan to visit your family?
Yes, I went in the summer vacation, 2 months.
Wow, so long.
Yeah, to Japan to meet like my friends and also my family. But the main thing was that I went to Japanese school there for like a lot of times, weeks.
What are the like differences like between the Japanese school and then like your current international school?
There's
What do you think
a
about
lot, but like
Like,
my current school, like they give you a list of options, and it's not like you do this and then you do this. It's like they give you like what to do, and today I'll do
Okay.
this with this girl, and then tomorrow I'll do this with like this other partner, and I'll sit here, and then tomorrow I'll sit here, and then I'll work with like these people, and then tomorrow I'll work with that people. And like they give you a list of options, but then
Yeah.
it's different in Japan, and they're like you work with this boy, and then like this boy works with this girl, and like you have to sit in your own desk, so small, and like there's like tons of books, and you write, read, and then like 2 + 2, 4, 4 + 8, and so
You look
hard.
busy.
And like it's so
Yeah.
stressed
Yeah,
and
so stressed for
pressuring.
you.
And another thing is
Yeah.
that like the lunch times.
The lunchtime.
Yeah. So in here, the
Yeah.
Korean school, the lunch times we
Yeah.
go to like a certain place, like the cafeteria.
Okay.
And like we just grab our food with a tray or like with our lunch card, ID card, and then like today I'll have this one, and then they
Also,
just serve
you can
it.
choose. You
Yeah,
mean.
there's
Oh.
like about like 3 options.
Oh, really?
But then when you move into a higher like level
Yeah.
of the year, then like they give you like a ton of options, and sometimes you have to pay with your own money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then in Japan, like you have to wear like your chef hats.
Yeah.
And like white clothes.
They have like kyushukutoba.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like you need to like switch the role
Yeah,
every week.
and then they bring the food with,
Yeah,
like, with
yeah,
a
by
big
yourself.
tray all to the class.
Yes,
And
yes,
then like
yes.
you dress up and you like serve very nicely.
You're serving like this.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, so you want soup? Yes. How much? How much? Yes.
How much?
Oh, a little
Yeah.
too much? Okay. And like you just keep on going and you grab your own fork and tray. You
Yeah.
sit down and you're so hungry, but you have to wait for everyone to eat.
Yeah.
And you're like, itadakimasu.
Like so polite. You need to wait
Yeah.
everyone. And
But like at school, it's like the opposite. It's like shove, 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 shove. Okay, seconds. Shove, 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 shove. Okay, I have to run now. Yeah, yeah. And it's so different.
Yeah.
Also, another thing is like they like the way you like wear and stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah,
here we can like we have a uniform like PE uniform and stuff. So everyone wears the same thing.
Okay.
But like when you move to like secondary, it's a different thing. But everyone has the same thing in your ear.
Okay.
But then your hair and like earrings, jewelry, watch, socks, whatever, shoes, and like your hairstyle, you can like color it or you can do anything with it. Yeah, anything.
Okay.
And you can wear rings or like bracelets and necklaces, and you can put any accessories you like.
Okay.
Um,
So makeup is okay. Wearing makeup. Are they
I,
allowed?
I don't know, but like people don't do that in
Okay,
our
but
age.
still.
Yeah,
Sorry.
But I think that when we go up, I see
Yeah.
lots of like teenagers
Oh,
wearing makeup.
Okay.
So I'm not sure about that.
But it should be okay because
Yeah.
they're wearing makeup, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So
in
free.
Japan, it's like the opposite, and you can wear any clothes you want, except
yeah.
like your hair has to be tied. You can't have any like bracelets and stuff
Yeah.
or like rubber
So
bands
strict.
because you'll fidget with it and stuff.
Yes.
And also the socks have to be kind of like matching, and it's not like high socks and like
Yeah.
sparkly socks.
Yes.
And you can't have like ribbons and bows on.
Yeah.
It has to be like the normal color your hair is, and
Yes.
everything's so strict.
Yes, I understand. Normally, do you like study Japanese? You're talking to Japanese with your parents, right?
Yeah.
Or do you like take any like Japanese classes?
I do that in school. It's something
in
called
school.
world language, where like every
okay.
student picks for their family like any
okay.
language they can learn, like their mother tongue language.
Okay, so what kind of like options, like which
There's like
languages?
Japanese, Swedish, German,
Wow.
Hindi, like many more.
So many,
Yeah, so
okay.
many. There's like so many floors of like
Yes.
many languages. Then I do Japanese. Yeah.
And is it difficult for you, or what's the like hard thing, like the tough thing for like learning Japanese?
Probably kanji.
Kanji.
There's so
Why?
many characters, so many
Yeah.
letters,
Uh-huh.
and it takes forever to learn.
So hiragana, katakana, so you have no problem with that.
Yeah, no problem with
So
that.
kanji.
Yeah. No problem with that.
No problem.
Totally no problems with that.
But kanji, because even like one kanji, one letter, there's like they have like onyomi, kunyomi, right?
Yeah.
Your accent is like no problem. The speaking is no problem, right?
Yeah,
Speaking,
but like sometimes I say like,
Yeah.
for example, like when it's like when a book is falling, I say like the book is tumbling, and like
Okay.
sometimes it's different the way I say it, and like sometimes like puru puru or like macho. I say
確かに。
like, for example, like the 雨がボーボー降ってるとか。
like
And
なんかなんて言うんだろうああいう
Or
の
like
擬音
ぷくぷく降ってるとか。
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I say
yeah.
by accident,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not the way I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult. Likeプクプクテカテカ。
Yeah.
確かにあれは難しい。In Japan, like in Japanese school, they have kind of like club activities after finish all the classes in the evening. So we call
Yeah.
it クラブ活動。
Yeah.
So do you have that kind of activities at your school?
Yeah, we call it ECA, and like there's like so many options, but sometimes it's like hayamongachi.
早いもん勝ち。
Yeah.
Sometimes 早いもん勝ち。
And you have
Okay.
to like go like this time it opens, so then you register, and then you go like you pick the things you want.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's a lucky draw, and you say like I want this
Wow.
and this and this, and they go
Okay.
like, oh, you had this, and your third option was this, so you're gonna do that.
What kind of like activity you're doing for the
When
extra
I was like
activities?
younger, I used to do gymnastics 2 days a week.
2 days a
But
week.
now I'm in a higher level, so I have to train more, and I'm doing it
How
4
often?
times a week.
4 times a week.
3 hours.
Wow.
From 3
Yeah.
to 6.
Uh-huh.
And it's really like a pressure, but then it's really
okay.
fun because you still have your friends, and like that's what I picked to do.
Do you take kind of private like gymnastic classes like outside of school or like
Yeah,
private?
I do. I do that
Uh-huh.
outside of school. I have actually a lot like piano and sometimes swimming.
You're so
ballet.
busy. Maybe you're like busier than me.
But
Yeah.
I do
Wow.
like gymnastics in a
Uh-huh.
place called GAB. It's like Gymnastics Academy of Bangkok.
Okay.
It's like a small gymnasium, and you can have fun and do proper gymnastics at the same time. And like I can be with my national coach too.
Wow,
And I
national
train a
coach.
lot. And it's
Yeah.
like the main thing is that I do gymnastics at school. And then like for like if I have competitions, I have to get ready. So I do it at the weekends at the last bit. And
Okay.
sometimes I train a lot with my friends there. So I do that a lot, but I also do like other things with private.
Okay. So can you like show me like the posture or move later?
Yeah.
Okay. じゃあちょっと楽しみに。So in the last part, I'm gonna ask you really quick questions. Okay, so the first one, favorite Thai food?
Like noodles with clear soup.
Okay.
And like a little bit of vegetables.
Vegetables. Kway teow. And the favorite place in Thailand?
I think it's like a farm or like there's 2.
Farm?
A farm. Like there's this place. Like that's a farm, and then like you can do many activities like art activities, and like you can also do like tomato picking
Wow.
and like
great.
blueberry picking, and then you can ride a bicycle to like get that power energy of like making a
Okay.
smoothie, and it's like kind of like learning but very fun. It's like a
Yeah,
field trip,
yeah,
and you can like feed the ducks and like you can do many stuff there.
Yeah, many
it's really
activities.
fun.
So it's far from Bangkok?
It's not far at all. It's like
Yeah.
near one of the schools. It
Oh,
takes
really?
like about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's
It's
traffic, like
Bangkok.
30. It's like very close. And there's
Okay.
also not a close place, but in Thailand, Chiang Mai.
Oh,
I
Chiang
like
Mai.
like hiking and biking there.
Wow.
There's like zip lining
Yeah.
and like there's so many places there. And it's and I love the hotel.
The hotel.
Like it's really cool.
Favorite Japanese food?
Sushi and
Sushi.
udon.
Udon.
Yeah.
Okay. And Japanese food that you can't eat?
Probably shiitake mushrooms. It's
Mushroom.
like I hate all types of mushrooms, like the
Okay.
way, like the taste
そうだね。
and like the
ぐにゅぐにゅ
feeling
して
of it.
Yeah.
It's like it's
こんな感じ
like
Oh.
and it's like not good. But
Yeah.
I hate shiitake. No.
Can you eat natto? Natto is okay for you?
Natto's really good. I love natto.
okay.
It's different. It's like kind of like beans but stretchy at the same time, like slime.
Yeah.
Like beans. And like I like the taste and the feeling of it.
Then favorite place in Japan? Favorite place?
Harajuku.
Harajuku, why?
Yeah, there's like it's everyone's like go-to list for vacations and trips, but it's just so fun because there's like so many toys where like you don't have to buy,
You
but
don't
you
have to
really
buy.
want
Yeah,
to buy,
yeah.
and it's like kudaranai mono.
くだらないもの
Yeah.
くだらないもの
Like my parents
どう
are like,
いう
you
の
don't need to buy that stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm like, please, I do it. And like there's a whole paradise of
Yeah.
like toys and like cafes.
Yeah, right,
And like
right.
there's also like places where you can do some lucky draws.
Oh, lucky draw.
Yeah.
Lucky draw for what?
It's like it's in a shelf and you just pull one of the shelves. Like you get a paper and it
Okay.
says like good luck or like bad luck and stuff. And if you have a bad luck, you have to put it somewhere and leave it there.
おみくじみたいなやつ
Yeah,
か
I
な
think so. It's not like the one
okay,
where
okay,
you
okay.
pick.
Yeah.
It's like you open a jar and
あ
stuff.
おみくじだ
Yeah.
If you like get the bad luck, so you need to like
Yeah.
tie to
Yeah,
okay,
tie
okay,
to
それだそれだ
something,
So what's your dream?
My dream, I think
Yeah.
is it's a big one.
Yeah, it's
and I'm not
okay.
sure how to achieve it, but
yeah.
like it's like I want to be an actor. in Hollywood.
ハリウッド女優になりますよ。
I also want to be like a guy called Chris Collifer. He writes stories, but also acts and dances and sings.
Okay,
So I want to be like him,
He's
and I want to
talented.
write like fantasy stories. But I also want to be an actor.
すごいね、大きい夢を持ってます。That's all the question for you today. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Momoka. So thank you everyone for watching this video. So if you like this video,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up and ring a bell.
Ring the bell.
Ring the
and
bell.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
And comment.
Comment. Okay. 皆様今日ねご視聴ありがとうございました。はい、ではまた次回の動画で会いましょう。じゃあね、バイバイ。
バイバイ。
OK、最初の部分は覚えた。もう一回言っとくね。Okay! So please welcome ももかで。ももかでーす。よくできました。すごいね。
よく喋るね。
いやいや素晴らしい。